Morning everyone, Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. Today we're going into Verasity VAR. Sorry, VAR? That's too much football for me. VRA on the exchange. Guys, we have seen what we thought would happen when we did an analysis recently of that 4 cent mark as a resistance level. It remains to be seen today whether we will penetrate that and move forwards, but at the moment the resistance has almost been pushed yesterday. We've got there today. In fact, today 0.03916 couldn't be closer. Well, actually it could be 0.3999, I think. But anyway, let's go into this quick. So at the moment we are trying to test this 4 cent line. We haven't seen this for some time, back in around May time. So around that point actually, the previous high was 0.056. Now we are on our way to moving towards that again, but I do anticipate this being a very much a line of psychological battle here on the chart. We've seen fantastic growth of Verasity over the last 2 weeks or so. That is confirmed here on the RSI. We're very top heavy at 87 guys. So there is a small amount left to push into this. Can we close over 4 cents? It's a relatively big ask in my opinion, but let's see how we go over the next couple of days for sure. So what I would say here, a couple of other things. This gap here on the MACD is fantastic to see. The volumes have been creeping in more and more on this project. It's fantastic. Check out the video that we drop at the end of this one, and you will also see for yourselves how awesome this is. So none of this is financial advice. We're just doing a bit of analysis here, subject to what we went over the last few days ago compared to now. So I'm looking for a specific area here of this 4 cents. We need to try and close above that before we start moving ahead. Now, as I said, we've seen the resistance. It's dropped straight back down pretty much really quickly, and I anticipated that because of profit taking. We've had a phenomenal run, but we now need to expect some kind of stability around this area before we can push upwards. So I do anticipate a potential tail off. Arguably, if I can draw this on, it could look something like that. That's a terrible line, but it can come down slightly more than that before we start moving upwards. Not necessarily in a straight line as we've seen here, but certainly a bit of a bobble effect. And I'm only anticipating that because we've had extremely good volume inwards for the last sort of 6, 7, 8, roughly 8 days. So you do have to anticipate some kind of correction from profit taking as we probably hit that 4 cent mark again. So you'll probably see a double hit off that at some point, because you'll find that some people miss the opportunity. They don't have limit orders and things like that. Some people will be aiming for just under the 4 cent mark to take profits of when they purchased at 2 cents or lower, and then you've got the ones that are waiting pretty much for the next rise up. So the next support line we've got here is around the 6 cent mark. I'll readjust this fib retracement line probably next week once I see how this pattern occurs over the next few days, but it's really bullish momentum from this project. 73% up week on week, 219% up on the month. That is incredible numbers. We're in a buying momentum still. As I said, the MACD is still very much open, ready for movement still onwards. The RSI, yes, it is high. There's still opportunity for movement over a 14-day escalation, to be fair, this is. So let's see how we go, guys. But this is fantastic news. It's what we wanted to see. But yeah, I do anticipate a bit of a correction at some point, or certainly an extra support or attack at this 4 cent level before we can determine whether we're going upwards or we are moving back down to one of these support levels down here, back at say 0.027 sort of area, and potentially lower if we want to retest those lines, because actually in historic data we haven't really, other than here for example, on 1, 2, 3 tests at this 4 test areas. I do anticipate that we could potentially test this area again at some point in the next few weeks or month before we see the achievement of going up to all new time highs, and then who knows where we would go. In the next video we'll try and do a price prediction for you guys for 2021. involved as well. But in that meantime, let us know in the comments below what you think of Verasity. What do you think the price will be in 2021 at its highest point? We're really keen to know, and we will pull out some of the best ones into the next video as well for you guys. Another topic here quickly as well on Verasity. One thing to point out is the VRA wallet. If you are a long-time holder of Verasity, again, none of this financial advice, but we do personally recommend, in that sense, utilizing this kind of wallet. It's very secure. They've done a lot of work in the back end, and of course, do pay attention to Qcoin, for example, that you have enough Verasity in your wallet to be able to transfer across. But look at this. 25.55% per year. We covered this in the previous video. It used to be higher. Every year I think they adjust it, reduce it slightly. So do take advantage of these high APRs or APYs as they are here. And like I said, if you're not really willing to trade and this, that and the other, and you're holding it for maybe like 5 years or 10 years or whatever, it's definitely worth looking into, and we can sure do a video on that as we do other staking videos next week as well. So that kind of wraps that up, guys. I hope you found this informative. Please do like the video, and please do subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell anyone you want. We want to grow this channel with you. We're over the 500 mark. Really appreciate your support, and it's on to the next one, which is hopefully 550 or 600. Let's go. So that's it, guys. We will see you in the next video. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.